Hello, and welcome to our next edition of H. Paul Models. Breaking away from Airfix, I'm going to do an Immelmann JU87 Stuka. This was bought for me by a good friend at work. He found it in a charity shop and instantly thought of me and gave it to me a few months ago now. I've been a bit lackluster on building this. But yes, I'm looking forward to this one, and it's interesting that the box is dated 1986. So, yeah, I've got no idea what it's going to be like. I haven't even looked inside the box yet. As usual, distractions are up. And I'm hoping that I can work this. It should be okay. I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I can. It should be fine. And sprues are up. Board's clear. Let's crack on. These decals are very, very fragile. I'm not sure if I really, yeah, I don't know if they're going to survive the transfer from paper to model. I'm going to give it a go, but I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be successful. I'm just dampening with a little bit of decal fix in the hope that it won't fall apart. Stressful times. I really want to do this model the justice it deserves, so because of the age of it, see if I can't just get that on there. Oh, cripes. Oh, I'm focusing on my finger, not on the decal, sorry. Yeah, I might have to try this off camera. Well, I got it on, and I'm quite pleased with it. It's quite detailed. It's not quite centered, but the more I play with it, the more little tiny bits come off it. So I'm going to leave that where it is. I think, you know, when it's done, it's done. Just, yeah. To add a bit more detail, I've done my usual Tamiya seatbelt harness type thing. And also on this panel here, I believe there was a radio or something similar within the Stuka. So I have found on this old decal sheet, whatever, some clocks. So I'm going to try and fit them into that section there. And then I shall give it a bit of a varnish and carry on with the build. added some decals and some more detail. I've made a magazine out of a cocktail stick, stuck it inside. As I said already, I've done the seat belts. Yeah, and added some decals from other sets that were spare. So, don't know if it'll be seen or not when the model's closed up, but just my own satisfaction, a little bit of detail doesn't go amiss. Off camera, I've finished the tailplane. That's now done, and I'm amazed at this kit. It's 1986, and I've had very few fit problems. I mean, I had a little bit of filler over there, but there's some modern kits that are much worse than that. So yeah, started doing the engine, compartment and whatnot. I've not added a prop yet because I've got to paint that black, and this is going to be on its wheels. It's not going to be in flight, so I'm not going to fit any motors or anything. Just going to fit that to there, if I can. There we go, because of that bit there. There we go. I mean, look, it's just a 1986 kit, and that fit line, to me, is amazing standard. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'll continue building this, and then yeah, please carry on watching. Right, I've hit the model with the primer, so now I'm looking at the paint scheme, which unfortunately in the instructions is black and white, and I have I only have Humbrol colours, so these colour codes they mean very little to me. So what I'm looking at is my Bible. I mentioned it before in previous builds, Aircraft World War II by Bill Gunston, and I'm looking at the paints that I have got. So I've got Luftwaffe Blue, which I've mentioned before, that'll be the underside. I've got Khaki 159, which matches this 29 here, matches that as close as I can guess. That seems to be a good green. And this one, the number 253 RLM 83 Drunkle Grüne Matte, that's obviously German, so that's good. It matches this dark green here, and it stands away from that green, so it's not going to blur too much. So I'm going to try these colours out. First of all will be the underside, as always paint light to dark. So this one, and then mask, varnish, then mask, then the light green all over, varnish and mask, and then the dark green to finish. And then I'll add the small detail bits, which are still missing from the plane because I have fat fingers and a habit of snapping them off. Masking, German camouflage, or Axis camouflage, or whatever you want to call it. When I do Allied aircraft, I don't mask because the lines are softer and they're curved, and yeah. With German camouflage, they're very straight lines, so I'll always mask them. Yeah, so I'm going to get on with that. I'll do a couple of bits just to show you how I do it. I'm not the best masker, I will warn you now. I just do it how I see fit. Yeah, so what I tend to do is angle bits like this, get the old Tamiya tape. I do like this tape, it's really good. Have a bit off there, so that's going to be dark green, that end bit there. So I've got to go, as I say, I'm not very good at this. I tend to lose my patience very quickly. It's got to be... Oh, bugger. You've got to think mirror image. And sometimes I can't. I think it's me age, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's the excuse I'm sticking to anyway. If I do that... I did rip a bit too much off there. That's what confused me, I think, in my olden ages. And then I'm going to put that bit. Oh, cripes! Like that. There we go. That's the end of the wing. Now ready to be painted. This colour. So yeah, it's sometimes I have a lot of trouble trying to envision what the aircraft would look like, and oh yeah, I do struggle sometimes, I really do. So then I'm going to mask over that centrepiece like that as best I can. Bosh. So that's now in. And now I've got to bring in an angle like that. So, oh crikey. Ugh, sometimes the tape goes childproof. So now I'm going to bring that into there, like that. And then I actually prefer doing camo and allied aircraft because it's more freehand and I can use my imagination a bit more. Right into there like that. Also, when I mask, I do my best with a thumbnail or back of a scalpel to push in. Otherwise, what happens is the paint may run. And although the bottom layer is now varnished and it can easily be removed, it's extra work that perhaps you don't want to do. So yeah, that's that section. That's that section. I've got to put a little triangle in there, or two little triangles, I should say. And then the rest of this is dark green. So I'm going to get on masking it. I'll show you how I masked it, and then I'll do the top coat paint. So the plane is masked to my best ability. And there's probably loads of professional models out there now rolling their eyes going, what the? Anyway, first bit I'm going to paint is this nose section. I like, it's not on the plan, but I like it yellow. I'm going to say I do like these yellows that were on the nose sections of the Luftwaffe aircraft. Some were on 109, some were on 110s. I just like it, so I'm going to indulge myself. So quick test spray, that's it. And then remove the masking, varnish it, mask the yellow bit, and then do the dark green. time for the decals. So, or decals, or whatever you want to call them. As I was found with a Cockpit, these are very dated. So I'm going to try the underneath ones first and do my best to be as gentle as I can. Now with these big maulers, that might not be possible, but I'm going to try and cut them out, cut round them, soak them, use decal fix and see what I can do. So yeah, let's crack on one at a time, take my time, hope for the best. I have spares from other kits that I built. I think that was a 110 and that was perhaps a 109, I'm not sure, but yeah, I want to keep them as spares. I don't want to use them unless I really have to. So here goes nothing. The problem I'm having is the paper is dissolving before the decal releases from the paper. It's not good at the moment. I really want to use his old decals, but I just can't get them off the paper. They seem to be really quite stubborn at the moment. Another soak, see if that helps. It's ripped slightly, but I think with a little bit of effort I might be able to save that. So let's do this side first. Oh, I don't want to move it round too much whilst it's on the model, that's the thing. But because it's faded it looks a lot... Oh, there we go, she's moving quite freely now. I know people don't like Humbrol products, but I must admit the decal fix seems to work really, really well most of the time. I just want to get that to a position that I can match on the other side. I don't like these being out of line, so I'm just going to push that against that one there. Come on, let's try and use this just to edge it around a bit. That's it, make sure that's square with that line. There we go. Well, let's get the other one out. Let's see if I can't get these to work. There we go, it's coming off. I hope it's coming off. Come on. Ease it off, ease it off, ease it off. Oh. Oh, I might rip that one. No, it's coming, it's coming. Please don't curl up, please don't curl up. That's it. Right, drop it onto there. Oh, stuck to the tweezers. Come on. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. There we go, it's on. Right. Let's give that a soak. Let's see if we can't get that to go on. So I'll put it in line with that one. Oh, there we go. It's going. Just gently ease it over. Another soak. Gently ease it over and try and square it up. Oh, crikey. Oh, right now. It needs to go up a little bit. That way. Oh. That's it, a bit more. So I'm trying to get that corner in line with that so it matches up with a dot. And that is about there. So I'll give that a bit of more better soaking. Do the same the other side and I'll cotton bud them and see how they look. See, the power lines weren't that particularly raised on this model. I mean, you can see them, but they're not particularly raised, so I'm not all that bothered about. I just want to use the decals from the kit. It's like a personal challenge, I suppose you could say. I don't like being beaten, is what I'm trying to say. Right, let's roll that in. I'm not too worried about creases and stuff. Oh. Yep, that's gone on. It's on there. Excellent. Just mop up and do the other side. Yeah. Excellent. They're on. I'm really quite chuffed with that, actually. That's good. Right, let's do the... Oh, don't put your fingers on until they're dry, you great big twit. Oh, dear. Woof. Right, I'm going to get on with the rest and see how I get on. Yeah. I'm pleased to say, despite my moaning, I've got the old decals on. That one's a bit damaged, but so what? It's a warplane. It's going to be damaged. I've got the sides on. Very pleased with that. So all I've got to do now is these two little side logos, and then the other small logos I will be using the Airfix ones, because I've got to translate these words, see what they mean, and see if I can put them on the plane somewhere. These little black things, that sort of thing. I just don't think these... I just want more detail on the plane. So yeah, two little shields. I'm not going to do the pigs and the corgis. I think that's asking for trouble. But little warning signs can go on, and then I'll go to the Airfix decals to see what I can generate from there. Well, there you go. My attempt at a 36-year-old Immelmann JU87 Stuka. Quite pleased with it, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. There's a lot of modern kits that are nowhere near as good as that standard. And I did struggle with the decals, but the rest of the model was just fantastic. So always look in your local charity shop. You never know what you'll find. Anyway, hopefully you liked the video. So if you did, please hit the button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll see you on the next edition. Cheers!